I was wasting away my GI Bill taking BS courses, right? I worked a BS job in ER registration because I wanted to feel comfortable. I was going through a divorce. I had another child on the way, and mentally, I was in one of the darkest places in my life. What's good, family? Military Then Code. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You can find me on all socials at Military Then Code, helping military, veterans, and career changers transition into tech the smart way. A lot of you guys saw my most recent interview with Matthew Cox, and a lot of people assumed I hate Grant Cardone because of it. But today, I want to walk you through my entire story chronologically, from leaving the military to the struggles I went through to discovering Grant, to working for him from August of 2022 to August of 2023, to getting fired, and finally 5 lessons I still use in my life today that I learned from him. Some of the things that I agree with, some things I absolutely don't, but all of it shaped who I am today. So let's start back at the beginning, guys. When I separated in 2020, I was completely lost. I had zero direction, guys. No target, no identity outside of a military uniform. I was wasting away my GI Bill taking BS courses, right? I worked a BS job in ER registration because I wanted to feel comfortable. I was going through a divorce. I had another child on the way, and mentally, I was in one of the darkest places in my life, guys. I'm telling you. And here's the thing. People without goal underperform dramatically. Studies show people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. I didn't write down nothing. I had nothing I was striving towards, guys. I was just existing, not living. Let me rewind even further, because I discovered Grant back in 2015 while I was still in the military. I was on patrol watching his YouTube videos on real estate, money, personal development. He was literally my introduction to like financial literacy. Back then, working for him wasn't even a dream, right? It just seemed unreal. That could never be me. You know what I'm saying? Working for Grant Cardone. After separation from the military and hitting rock bottom, that dream became a motivation, right? I finally set one goal: get into tech. That decision changed my entire life, guys. I learned the skills, landed my first development job, and momentum started to stack one step at a time. Just kept stacking and stacking and stacking over and over and over again, guys. Once I set that target, life moved pretty fast, right? I learned HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I built small projects, landed freelance clients, got hired as a developer. And before I knew it, guys, I was offered the opportunity to work for Grant in August of 2022, right? So after watching him for 7 years, this is a full circle moment for me, right? I put in all of the work to get there, guys. So, I felt like I deserved it because, I really did the work. Working for Grant was nothing like the internet said, right, guys? It was intense. It was demanding. It was fast. It was uncomfortable. It felt cult-like at times, right? And it absolutely forced me to grow as a man, as a person, as an employee. Every morning meeting. Right? Sales numbers on the screen, breaking down revenue and individual quotas, team progress. I noticed something very, very powerful, right? The people who had targets in the company always hit their targets consistently, aggressively, multiple times per month. Meanwhile, the ones just drifting, they struggled always. That's when lesson number 1 locked in for me, guys. And that's always set a target. When you don't set a target, life chooses a target for you. You drift, you settle, you become stagnant. All of these things that aren't good for you. And once I set my target, which was getting into the tech industry, everything became clear to me. Targets create a direction, guys. Directions create action. Action creates opportunity. That one shift is what got me inside of Grant's company in the first place. I'm telling you. Now, lesson number 2, guys, I learned was attitude is number 1. This is something that Grant pushes hard. Every employee, especially his salespeople, is expecting to have positive attitudes at all times. At first, I hated this shit. I thought it was corny, right? Because naturally, I wasn't a positive person, right? All the military trauma, deployment memories, loneliness, divorce, all of that negativity was my default, right? And I carried that as a personality. Here's what science says, guys. People who practice positive thinking experience lower stress, higher performance, and better decision making. Once I shifted my attitude, everything changed. People wanted to connect with me. People trusted me faster. I stopped intimidating people without even realizing it, guys. It wasn't fake. It was practiced. every single day, right? Making those positive affirmations, having the right attitude, guys. But lesson number 3, you have to be assessed or be average, guys. Grant says this daily, right? At first, I kind of, had the smug look, right? And then I realized like every major success in my life happened because I became obsessed, right? In high school, I think back to when I was playing football. I was a star football player, right? In the Navy, I was always the one that was qualified, made rank really, really fast. I naturally stood out even when I tried to hide, guys. And I think back to boot camp, right? The first day in boot camp, I tried to hide in the back, but my RD said, "Hey, you, what's going to be your rate?" I said, "Match that arms." He said, "Good. You to the front. Now you in charge." I got promoted day 1, guys. I ran from leadership for years, but it kept finding me, right? Now, again, science backed this up. It takes 66 days, guys, to build a new habit, and obsession accelerates that. Once I embraced obsession, I stopped being average, guys, and life started to reward me. Lesson 4, embrace the haters, guys, and your failures. Grant has haters, a whole lot of them, right? And when that Matt Cox interview, went up, people instantly labeled me as a hater too, which they still do. Go check the comments, right? But the truth, failure and criticism has been following me my whole life, guys. At 17, I got into, some legal trouble, was on house arrest, football dreams crushed, no scholarships, graduated with a 1.3 GPA, tried to walk on the University of Toledo and was academically ineligible, joined the military, deployment, my marriage fell apart, separated from the military in the pandemic, I had another child, and then I got fired from Grant. So failure after failure after failure after failure, guys. But research shows something powerful. Resilient people outperform people who never fail, right? Because they learn faster. Failure is the tuition you pay for success. And the haters, they're the background noise of destiny, guys. Trust me. Lesson number 5 I learned from Grant. Unbreakable systems win. This is the most important lesson, guys. Systems beat motivation any day of the week, right? Every single time. I created systems for overeating, bad habits, comfort, and avoidance. And those systems created a predictable result, right? So I built new system, guys. I had built a meal plan. I built a workout plan, the daily disciplines, guys, a business structure, tech routines. When I got out of the military, guys, I had 0 systems and life punished me for it. Once I built the systems, the correct systems, right, life started to reward me. Working for Grant exposed this even more to me, guys. Every employee in the company has a specific role, right? Every salesperson trained daily, right? Role play, scripts, metrics, repetition, consistency, over and over and over and over and over again. The same thing, guys. And when I built software for Grant, same thing, right? A system for learning, building, deploying, automating. And that system helped make him over 280 million, guys. And studies show that companies with clear systems outperform others drastically. Systems equal predictability. And predictability equals freedom, guys. Now, working for Grant, I'm going to tell you guys, it felt like a cult at all times. Everything was high pressure, high expectation, blind loyalty, from some people. The energy was insane. There are practices I don't agree with, things I would never repeat in my own company, right? Things that need improvement, honestly, but none of that changes the truth. I learned a lot. I grew a lot. And even though I got fired, guys, I left with 5 lessons that changed my life forever, right? Take what works, leave what doesn't, apply what serves you. It's simple, guys. And that's what I like to do. And that's why I'm bringing it here to you. You want to transition into tech the right way with clarity, accountability, skill building, and systems. Book your free Freedom Path strategy call, guys. And we'll identify your best path, whether that's job or client, right? Audit your goal and build your personalized action plan, guys, so you can get results right away. And if it's a good fit, we'll invite you guys in. So click the link below and I'll see you guys inside.